Congress has less than 3 days to prevent a government shutdown. The Senate reached a deal that would keep the government operating through November 17th, but whether the House can agree to extend government funding is still unknown. Our political reporter Darielle Fair has you covered with how a shutdown impacts people's everyday lives. Darielle?
House Republicans are still divided. They're struggling to find common ground on a number of appropriation bills that would allocate critical funding to government agencies.
I think it's avoidable, and I think it's unacceptable. We do not need a shutdown, and also avoidable are the budget cuts that some House Republicans are demanding as their price for not forcing us into a shutdown.
I spoke with U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, who emphasized House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and House Republicans needed to follow through on their agreement with President Biden to keep the government financially responsible, a deal reached in May raising the debt ceiling through January 2025. If government operations were to stop, it would prompt furloughs among federal employees, pauses in federal supplemental programs for low-income families, and active-duty military personnel could expect to go without pay.
Think about everything we ask of our soldiers, airmen, our Marines and sailors, and the idea that they're not getting a paycheck makes absolutely no sense.
Lawmakers now have just a few days to pass all 12 of those appropriation bills or agree to a continuing resolution that would provide short-term funding to keep the government operating temporarily. House Republicans have refused to back down, pushing for deeper cuts in federal spending and stricter border security policies. I asked Republican Representative Derek Van Orden on where the House is in the process. He said both Republicans and Democrats are working aggressively to prevent a government shutdown.
I want people to have confidence to know that we're working, and on the Democratic side too.
Those relying on benefits like Social Security and Medicare will not be impacted. However, all other federal agencies considered to be non-essential would stop operations if a new budget is not implemented by September 30th.
All right, Darielle, thank you.